McDonald's in Lancaster with Arturo again. I'm again without a shower today and a place to sleep. Well, it kind of is a garage in the house of some guy. It's a family from El Salvador. They're nice enough to let me in, but it's not entirely a room. It's a garage again, and it's not, ideal, but at least it's not the desert, right?
Right.
It's a little bit warmer, but it sucks. There's Arturo, in case you want to know a little bit more about him.
Hey, what's up?
Say something to...
I don't know.
Say hello to Macedonia and Guatemala.
Hello, Macedonia. Hello, Guatemala.
So, Arturo, you were born in Mexico?
Yeah.
What part?
Morelos.
Morelos. Alright. And you're from around here, right?
Yeah.
Anything particular you want to say to the world?
Not right now. Not right now. It's okay.
Well, I'm just complaining. This is like the 5th video where I complain. I'm not doing anything informative today for you. But what can I tell you? Oh, yes. Where am I? I'm in McDonald's. It's one of the 3 constants in the world in every city I've been in. First, you know what? Which one is first constant everywhere? The sun. Wherever I go, there's the sun. You know.
Right.
The second constant in every city I've ever been to, the Catholic Church. It's always in every single city I've been to. I haven't been to Asia, so I don't know if Asia has all the cities have Catholic churches, but here in America, all of them, even in San Andres, in the island of Colombia, they have a Catholic church. And the third one is that all the cities I've been to have a McDonald's, and I'm at McDonald's right now. So, I studied enterprise administration, right?
Yeah.
And part of the curriculum is to study economics, and a very important measure of how people, what their work is worth, is McDonald's comparatively. Like, for example, you take the same amount of time to make a burger, right? But it's more expensive in some places because the products that are needed to complete a Big Mac are scarcer in some places. Like, for example, the meat is more expensive because there's less cows or more people and less amount of cows per people. So it's a real indicator on what type of a society you're dealing with once you go to McDonald's and determine how much you want to pay for a Big Mac. So, for example, in India, hamburgers are more expensive than Big Macs because they have meat. And people don't like to kill cows, so they don't produce a lot of cows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more expensive. So it tells you it's a vegetarian society and stuff like that. It does have some indicators on who you're dealing with. So it's nice to know that kind of stuff. Plus, McDonald's, I don't know why, but it's successful everywhere it goes. Like in El Salvador, they went broke, and then Pizza Hut took over like the fast food franchise. Then, like 10 years after that, they went back to El Salvador, and now they're like as popular as everywhere else. So they never quit, man. It's just, 1989, there was the fall of the socialist government in Russia, and in 1990, you know what the first thing they installed in Moscow?
What?
McDonald's. It's just like that. It's literally an invasion. It's like an invasion, a cultural kind of invasion. I play a game in the computer that I like that's called Civilization, and basically there's four ways you could win, right? The first one is military conquest. So you build your economy, your cities, then you build an industrial complex, and you can either use it, the first part, to create tanks, ships and airplanes, and then go conquer the world and kill everybody else, and then you're, King Kong, and you're the emperor of the world. The second way to win the game is to become allies. So you start destroying your enemies and become allies with other civilizations, and you become like one, but you're still independent in a certain way, but you agree on a certain principle, like we all have to be democratic, or we all have to be dictatorship or whatever, and then you become allies, and when all your enemies are destroyed, the allies win, and that's the end of the game. The third one is that you become a cultural influence. You could be a small state, but your cultural influence is so strong that nobody would like to invade you because your culture is too strong. They love you so much. Why would they invade you? Like Switzerland, everybody loves Switzerland. They have chocolate. They have watches and stuff like that. So everybody thinks Switzerland, ooh, banks, cool. Nobody hates them, And it's a small state, but think about it. Everybody in the world knows what Switzerland is and what they do and what they represent, neutrality. You know what I mean? And the last one was in the space exploration. So you basically created a civilization, you defended yourself until the point where you don't want to be on Earth anymore, and you build an industrial complex that takes everybody to space, and you just leave Earth. And that's the fourth way to win. You go search for a place to live in the stars.
Wow.
It's quite of an exciting game. It doesn't end until you want it to end. Like if you wanted to continue forever, it would. But if you wanted, to conquer everybody or whatever, you can do that as well. That's all I have for today. It's 7 minutes. Jesus Christ, I talk a lot.